Welcome back. It's Kovacs Report. It's time to take a look at San Diego Comic-Con Day 2 news. So I've picked out some of my favourite parts I'm going to share with you. Before we get into it, please like the video. That would be great. And also, please subscribe. That will just make my weekend. And I hope you're having a good one. Now let's dive into what's coming from Marvel. It's Marvel heavy this episode. Marvel heavy. So Captain America is going to be the latest superhero to face down the aliens. Now, I didn't think much of the idea at first, but I've read Avengers versus Aliens or Aliens versus Avengers, and it was fantastic. Jonathan Hickman, S.A. Rebek knocked it out of the park. Absolutely beautiful piece of work. So I am actually really, really excited to look at this one too. So it says 20th Century Fox continues its crossover with Marvel Universe by pitting xenomorphs against the Central Liberty. So this is one of the many advantages of Disney acquiring 20th Century Fox, is that it allows Marvel to publish comics featuring franchises like Alien, Predator. Now, we have had Predator versus Spider-Man, which was okay. Predator versus Wolverine wasn't bad too, actually. It was sort of lots of mini stories over the few issues that they put out. But like I say, the Aliens versus Avengers was incredible. I definitely recommend you pick that up. One of my highlights of the year so far. It took forever to come out, but it was worth the wait, honestly. So Marvel have announced that Aliens versus Captain America will be a 4-issue miniseries. They announced it at the retailer exclusive panel at San Diego Comic-Con. It's going to debut this November and is written by none other than Frank Tieri, which I'm really pleased about, actually, because he's got a book out at the moment called Whatever Happened to the Crimson Justice, which is if you take Captain America, Batman, and mix it in with the boys, that's what you've got. And it's absolutely first class. I'm really, really enjoying it. I recommend you pick that up too. It's only a 2 or 3 issues in right now, so it's not too late. So dive in if you can. Dive in if you can. So the art will be done by Stefano Rafaelle, which is a really good choice. Most notably, recently, I think he's working a lot of Star Wars books. I remember him from sort of Hellboy, Strange Tales, Weird Tales, I think he was in, and lots of other stuff across Marvel and DC. So that's a good pairing. Talking about pairings, the main cover is by Lionel Francis Yu, who's one of my fan favourites all the time. Let's look at these covers. So here's the first one, them smashing the shield into the aliens. Looks gritty. It looks really, really cool. And then there's this second cover, which just blew me away. You know, that's Panacean has done that cover, I think. It's got his talents all over it, and I love his work at the moment. So a face hugger over the shield. That looks like some kind of alien queen behind there. The covers, honestly, I'd buy it just on the covers. So the story appears to take place during World War II, which I think is a really good idea, with Hydra looking for a weapon to help them defeat the Allies. They say Hydra. They're also referring to the other terrible force that was out there at the time, which YouTube usually bans if you say, I think, at the moment. So let's just say that they were in Germany. Anyway, they're looking for him to help defeat the Allies. Red Skull sends Baron Strucker out to find this weapon, but instead of finding the Inhumans in Attilan, Strucker uncovers the threat of the Xenomorphs. Captain America and Howling Commandos will have to stop both the Red Skull and aliens before all hope is lost. So I am 100% up for this. I can't wait to see it. So there's a solicit. It says, smashing through, Captain America comes face to face with aliens. It's World War II and the Hydra seeks a new weapon. Well, we've just been through this, so we don't need to read the solicit. So it's upcoming. There's also an upcoming live action Alien series on FX. They've dumped in there called Alien Earth, which sounds interesting if you're an Alien fan. So yeah, that's a really good call from Marvel there. So the 2099 universe is coming to an end, apparently, in the end, 2099. So this will be coming out in December, and it was announced at San Diego Comic-Con they're going to wrap up the 2099 storyline and the universe, and in doing so, introducing us to the Spider-Man of 3099. Okay, I see where they're going. I see what they're doing here. You can hear the Spider-Verse engines buzzing already, can you not? The End 2099 by Steve Orlando and Brian Robertson will launch in December 2025. So it says here, well, as 2099 is getting closer and closer, they're going to have to do something. So here's the covers. Of course, they're taken from the big screens over at San Diego Comic-Con. Can't find any high-res art at the moment, but it looks interesting enough. I know there's a lot of 2099 fans out there that I'll be looking forward to. So we've got some cool costumes going on here. We've got Wolverine, Miles Morales. We've got that spider. I forget which spider he is. He's got a name. Well, we've got Cyclops and Jean Grey there as well. So, okay, he's mixing stuff up. So, but the series will introduce us to a new face of the future, Spider-Man 3099. Oh, that's why I didn't get who it was. This is the 3099 Spider-Man. Oh, right. So he's got like a golden suit and he's got like a blade coming off his corner of his gauntlets as well. So, okay. A spider sting, maybe. Who knows? Anyway, the new universe ending force, Abyssus, cross between Galactus and Null, who seems to have it out of the future. That's who they're combating. Let's see what he looks like up big. Yeah, he does look like Galactus gone bad. It looks like a zombie version, right? He's vomiting over the Earth to destroy it, I guess, with acid rain and I don't know. Whatever it looks like, it looks bad. I like the look of it. So that's another thing coming out. Now, Steve Orlando isn't one of my favourites, but this is a bit of a departure from what he's doing with Scarlet Witch. So I'm going to give it a go. We'll give it a review on the channel. I'm hoping it's going to be good. I've not read 2099 stuff for a long time, so maybe reading the end and working backwards might be the way I do it. Anyway, San Diego Comic-Con continues a Planet She-Hulk, which I'm really looking forward to, Nova Centurion and Black Panther Intergalactic. Yes, there's some new ongoing series spinning out of Jonathan Hickman's Imperial event, and they were announced at the Marvel Comics Next Big Thing panel. So it included Planet She-Hulk by Stephanie Phillips and Aaron Kuder. Nova Centurion is by Jed McKay and Alvaro Lopez. And they're both launching in November. So this is probably in the next Solicit catalogue, which hasn't popped out for me yet. As soon as I get that catalogue, I'll put up a Marvel Solicits for that particular month, for November, hopefully. Maybe we'll get some more surprises too. And then we follow up with Black Panther Intergalactic. And the covers look cool. So currently... She-Hulk is on planet Shakaar, I think it's called, and Hulk's son has been murdered. And this is all branching out from the Imperial storyline at the moment. So Hulk's gone off to find out what's going on, and she's been left behind to govern the planet and deal with any threats, any uprising and all the other bad stuff. So it's really, really cool. So and Nova is reluctantly joined in the search with our friend... Star-Lord to also get involved in the Imperial storyline, trying to track down who the baddies are. So let's see what it says. Shakaar, party of one. She-Hulk is back and she's stuck on Shakaar. Jennifer Walters made a promise to her cousin Hulk to watch over the planet Shakaar and its people for a few days, but it's been longer than a few days, and now She-Hulk is in charge of keeping the peace on a planet at war. But Jennifer is very different Hulk than the other one that once smashed Shakaar in submission. Is she up for the task? I think she is. I really like She-Hulk, so this should be a really interesting run. So like I say, next one is Nova Centurion. It says, got a problem? Nova can help for a price. When the Xdarian world mind, the sentient repository of an entire extinct people's culture and history, relying on regular and expensive energy infusions, Richard Ryder is for hire. A deep space drifter weighed down with the truth of the terrible lie that the new galactic union was built on. Nova is a corpse of one, but how long can they keep his hands clean handling dirty money? Okay, so it sounds like he's basically done for hire in this, right? And this is the lineup of the new Cosmos books. So there's the first three, and they're going to be followed up by Exiles. They're bringing Exiles back, okay, and Imperial Guardians. That sounds fun. That sounds right. So long live the Union. So there's going to be some kind of new governing force across the Marvel cosmos. They're, outer space storylines, and that's what's going to kick it off. So maybe it's like an event within an event kicking off. So we've got two events coming, I guess. So for months now, Marvel Comics has teased out Imperial, the 4-part epic by visionary writer Jonathan Hickman and superstar artists Iban Coelho and Federico Vincentini, with ushering in a new era of cosmic storytelling. Just now at the Marvel Comics Next Big Thing panel at San Diego Comic-Con, fans learned exactly what that meant with the announcements of these 5 new ongoing series. So they're ongoing. They're not just minis. That's interesting. Do you know what? I will take bets on which ones get cancelled after the first arc, because it's going to be a few, right? There's going to be a few. Ooh, okay. Well, I'm excited. I'm excited for them as well, because I'm really enjoying Imperial. It's dragged me into the sort of Marvel space universe, let's call it. I never had a big interest in it, but through Hickman's mastery, I'm super interested. I'm going to go back and read Planet Hulk as well, because I didn't read a lot of that back in the day, because Hulk wasn't one of my favourites, but it has piqued my interest. So it's good to go back and visit things that you missed, and that's exactly what I'm going to do with that. So moving on, more Marvel news. So Marvel teases a major event to replace Doctor Doom with Sorcerer Supreme. So currently, Doom is the Sorcerer Supreme, and there's this One World on the Doom event that's going on. I mean, you probably wouldn't know because no one's reading it, and it is not good at all. Yes, honest opinions here all the time. But if you like the book, that's fantastic. I'm glad you are. But honestly, It's not good. It's doing nothing. I think the next few issues are super late anyway. It's not really having much reverberation in the Marvel Universe. It's just there. You know, it is just there. And I think if you missed it all, you'd never known you've missed it, because I don't think it's making much difference. I think the only thing this is going to facilitate is getting a new Sorcerer Supreme. So let's see what it says. Doctor Doom's time as Sorcerer Supreme of the Marvel Universe is coming to an abrupt end. Doctor Strange is mostly known as the Sorcerer Supreme in the comics and in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but all that changed at the end of the vampire event Blood Hunt, which again was a 50-50 for me. Doctor Doom tricked Doctor Strange into relinquishing the Sorcerer Supreme mantle and used his newfound power to take over the world in One World Under Doom. And to be near the end of the event, thank God, Marvel teases its fallout, which includes a search for a new Sorcerer Supreme to replace Doctor Doom. So this is the teaser art for the event, sort of a mini event. What have we got here? So it's by Devmalia Pramanik, and it features hosts of characters all wearing the signature red cloaks. They've all got the cloak. Maybe they have to, I don't know, prove themselves and earn it. So who have we got here? We've got Storm, Gambit, Scarlet Witch, Nico Minori, Shang-Chi, Captain Marvel, Agatha Harkness, Valerie Richards, Magic, and the Goblin Queen, Madeline Pryor. So place your bets, guys. Let me know in the comments who you think is going to win this. Be interesting to see, actually. Be very, very interesting to see. I'd like to see Scarlet Witch. I think that would be super, super interesting. I mean, we've had Doom having it now, so maybe someone good's going to get it. I'd like to see Agatha Harkness actually get it as well. I think keeping it into with those kind of people, or even Magic. Do you know what? There's loads of characters here. Do you know what? I thought I wouldn't be excited about this, but I am. Well, this starts in December. I've got to jump on board now. I've got myself hyped up. And look at the cover, man. It's beautiful. So the Sorcerer Supreme has fallen. Long live the Sorcerer Supreme. The teaser art reads, Succession starts December 2025. So at least have a time frame for when this story arc will begin, though it doesn't state if this is a limited series or taking place across various titles. Theoretically, one of these characters on the teaser should walk away as Sorcerer Supreme, unless Marvel tries to throw fans a curveball selection. Okay. Well, I'm gonna pick this up. We are going to pick this up and give it a little literally, but there is more news for this One World Under Doom if you are reading it. I mean, I'm reading it purely to review it, and I'm not enjoying it at all. It says issue number 9, the final issue of the series, written by Ryan North with art by R.B. Silver, and R.B. Silver's art is really good. Like I say, good art can help a bad story. This will also reveal the fate of Doctor Doom and how he loses the power of Sorcerer Supreme, with the world paying the price for Doom's actions across the event. It says here, the story is in 2 parts, North explained. Excuse me. In the second part, you're kind of waiting for the other shoe to drop, because there's no way he's doing what he's doing without any consequences. So in the second half, you see what's going on behind the scenes. There is some stuff coming up that I'm very excited for, he continued. I know issue 9 is conclusion, but issue 8 has some big stuff that I'm very excited about. Well, I don't know. The whole series has been an absolute letdown. I'm not enjoying it at all. Anyway, if it does bring in this really cool event with the new Sorcerer Supremes, then we're winning. We're winning. Okay, more Marvel news. So Venom gets a red and blue Spider-Man costume in Venom 252. Now, this is really interesting, you know. As you know, he's usually in that iconic black suit. So let's see what this is all about. Amazing Spider-Man 252 saw Spider-Man first appear with the black symbiote suit. So that's why they're doing Venom 252, of course, because it matches the Amazing Spider-Man debut that would one day become Venom. And we saw how he got in, how he got it in the Secret Wars a few months later. We've got some photographs here of the original covers and things. So there's the Secret Wars, and there's the where he got the costume, and this is the main Spider-Man where they sort of debuted it in the main line. Yes, I remember those days. Okay, in December, sticking with the new legacy numbering that will bring us Venom at 250 in October, we have Venom reach that same number, 252. And in that comic, it seems Venom will get their own Spider-Man costume rather than the black suit look. Remember that it is still Mary Jane Watson in there, probably. But this is true. So if you don't know, like, everyone's got a symbiote at the moment through Marvel. That like every book you've picked up, someone's had one for a long time, or temporarily, or done something with a symbiote. I think even Black Widow's got one. And it's been so, I don't know, they've really like got every drop out of the cloth, if you know what I mean, with symbionts, especially after that huge King in Black event too. But anyway, I digress. So Mary Jane is currently Venom, and I don't know why they did that. I really don't know why they did that. I mean, when she was Jackpot, that was bad enough, and then they made her Venom. It's really, really off the boil. I don't know what Marvel's doing at the moment. They seem to really lost their track. I think they're just throwing as many lines out and hoping somebody's going to bite. But anyway, but also the first appearance of that costume will be in Battle World #3 out in November. Okay, which is celebrating the legacy of the Secret Wars series. It's a clever confluence of the two. Al Ewing is having fun with this, is he not? So Battle World #3, first appearance of the new costume Venom. There we go. There we go. We've got to look at Miss Marvel looking lady there. I don't know why she's there. Maybe that's something to do with it. I'm not reading it. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Ugh, more news. So Deadpool versus Batman. So with this DC and Marvel crossovers coming, it's actually going to be hopefully quite fun. I know it was done years ago with Stan Lee and everything else, and it was okay, but that was a long time ago. So maybe we're going to be in for a treat. So at today's retailer panel at San Diego Comic-Con, Marvel Comics unveiled a stunning new round of variant covers for Deadpool, Batman, #1, the hotly anticipated Marvel DC crossover one shot hitting the shelves on September the 17th. The reveal included eye-catching work from superstar artist Russell Dauterman, Daniel Warren Johnson, and comic book legend Frank Miller. Okay, so Frank Miller is doing covers at the moment, and the internet is divided. The internet's divided. Now, as far as I'm concerned, the man's a legend, right? Always has been, always will be. But you can judge what you think of his current covers. We'll see one soon. So Dortmund's variant cover pays homage to George Perez's iconic Infinity Gauntlet 1 and teases several surprise team-ups, including a newly announced Rocket Raccoon and Green Lantern. That's an odd pairing. By Cosmic Maestro Al Ewing. He's working hard this month. And artist Dike Ruan. The pairing felt random at first, Ewing said, but there's a kaleidoscope of connection between these universes, and we ran with it. Okay, so let's have a look. There we go. So there is the Cosmic Gauntlet cover. What else have they said? Johnson's variant pits two Jack Kirby Titans, The Thing and Big Barda, against each other. That sounds good. Deadpool battle followed by Batman Deadpool. Okay, so obviously that's what they did last time. So you get Deadpool Batman and then Batman Deadpool, and that'll be published by DC. So they both get to publish one each with their titular character at the front, and both issues will include bonus stories featuring more Marvel DC crossovers. Right, let's have a look then. So this cover looks pretty cool, I've got to admit. Exciting. We've got Daredevil there, we've got Joker, Wonder Woman, Crypto, Jeff the Landshark, Green Lantern, there's Rocket Raccoon, and old Cap at the bottom. Deadpool, dead center, causing mayhem, no doubt. Wow, this is obviously a DWJ cover. You just know. Look at that. It's just so kinetic. I love it. And Big Bird is really good fun. I've really sort of got to like that character at the moment. I think through Birds of Prey. Very, very fun. This looks cool. Really looks cool. And here's the Frank Miller cover. So yeah, again, it's no Dark Knight Returns, but you guys can make your mind up what you think. I'm not going to pass judgment. He's a hero of mine. So yes, let's talk about this. So the Marvel DC Deadpool Batman one is written by Zeb Wells with Kevin Smith, Kelly Thompson, Chip Zdarsky, Al Ewing, and Frank Miller, with art by Greg Capullo, with Adam Kubert, Gurihiru, Terry Dodson, Dike Ruan, and Frank Miller, with a cover by Greg Capullo. So that sounds cool. Let's see, where's the other one? No, they haven't got a solicit for the other one, but it looks good, right, guys? I think it's going to be fun. I really do. They got loads of talent they're throwing at this, so fingers crossed. Okay. So the other day, in my previous video, we talked about capes from Robert Kirkman, which was kind of an Invincible prototype, I think. Came out a few years before, and it was quite funny, actually. I remember reading it back in the day. You've got this bunch of superheroes that sort of work for hire, 9-to-5ers, and it's interesting. So they are not only reprinting it, they're remastering it, and we've got some pages to compare. And I'm quite surprised at how far they've gone, actually. So let's read the article. It says, the Invincible universe expanding once again as Robert Kirkman has announced at San Diego Comic-Con that Capes, his long-out-of-print superhero series, is getting remastered edition of Skybound. And not only that, it's coming back for new issues as well. So they're going to write more. So co-created with artist Mark Englehert, Capes focus on a group of heroes for hire who work 9-to-5 jobs as superheroes. Set in the Invincible universe, series was first released 20 years ago. And the new editions will feature new art and dialogue from Kirkman and Englehert. So let's just jump down here. So it says, following the release of the remasters, Benito Cereno, he's currently working on Blood and Thunder at the moment, will take over writing duty on Capes alongside Englehert, and they'll be continuing the original series numbering with Capes #7. And okay, well, let's just look at the art, because this is the original here. Okay, so that was like the first page, if I remember rightly. And if we jump down here, significantly different. So completely recolored. The cop cars, the police cars there, that's a complete brand new panel updated. And the whole thing is like, I mean, the whole thing is like this. Again, let's just show you, for example, this page here. So this is the original. I mean, you can look at the ice cream and the backgrounds, right? The skylines. Obviously, you've got the Kirby crackle going there. But then when you go here, it's completely different. Like, it looks like they've not just traced it and updated it. It looks completely redrawn. I mean, there's some heavy duty work, and there's backgrounds in there. There's a lot more detail. I don't know. It's interesting to compare. I hope they do a sort of hardcover where you get both sets and you can read the original and read the updated version. But it's pretty cool. I mean, again, there's loads of other pages demonstrating here, but this is interesting. So let's just go through. So this is the original. As you can see, it's quite basic. I mean, it's 20 years ago. I mean, it looks nice. It's fun. It's what you expect from a sort of Invincible universe book and style. And then we jump into the covers that we're getting now, which are cool. I know I'm being quick. Of course, there's loads of covers. And then this is the new art. And it's vastly different. Very much updated. And it looks cool. I'm going to get it. I'm going to read it and compare them and see what it feels like rereading this 20 years later. But anyway, I'm excited. Let's see what it says. What's the solicitation? It says, check out synopsis, covers the page below. Cape Spawn hit stores November 19th of this year with covers by Ryan Otley, Corey Walker, Englehert, and Janoi Lindsay. It says, Bolt, Kid Thor, Knockout, Captain Cosmic, Clairvoyant, Big Brain, Commander Capitalism. Welcome to Capes Incorporated, employers of your favorite superheroes that protect New York City. Well, at least when they're on the clock. From threats like Machine Head, Titan, and now are in the crosshairs of an enemy they never expected. So there we go. I'd give it a go, guys, if you like Kirkman stuff and you like the Invincible universe. It is a blast from the past. It should be loads of fun. So the Eisner Awards are out as well. Probably going to do a separate video on this and just pick out the best bits. But just having a quick look through, you can see some of these big books getting picked up. You know, best new series, Absolute One beat out Absolute Batman. Best limited series, Zatanna. There's lots and lots and lots of Eisner Awards. And if you like some of that, jump onto Bleeding Cool now and check it out. I think you'll be surprised at what's there. But they are the news articles I decided to pull out that excited me. Hopefully they've excited you. Let me know what news from San Diego Comic-Con that you're excited about. And hopefully I'll get to do tomorrow the day 3 video and anything else that popped up overnight. So like the video if you like the video. Subscribe if you can. I'd appreciate it. And hopefully we'll catch you in the next one.